Here's the posse.
All right, welcome to another action-packed episode of the Relic Posse. We're here where we found the Reals a few weeks ago. They've cut the field again. We're hoping that there's still something here left for us. So we're excited. We're going to get right out there. Let's get going. Hit the subscribe button and saddle up. It's time to take another ride with the posse. Well, Bill is way out there in the field. Chris is still by the car getting a little bit of aerial footage for the episode. And this is my second hole. My first hole over there was just a little rivet. This, I'm not sure if it's something or not. It's a chunk of lead. The bottom almost looks like it's a base of something, but if it was a toy or something, it's been melted and destroyed. So I guess it's garbage, but it might have been something once. Hopefully the next hole will be a little bit better. Well, at the Relic Posse, we don't usually push products. We're available if there's any sponsors out there that want us to. But I had to share this. I found this at Walmart. I stopped to buy some cleaners for my golf clubs. And this brush is just fantastic. It's got a little spot where you can hook it up to your bag or your pouch so it doesn't get lost. It's got two kinds of bristles. The gray ones are pretty much like a toothbrush that I always carried, and I always fumble trying to find my toothbrush. And the black ones are more of a little bit of a wire one, so you get button or a copper. Got the gray if you get something along the lines of horse tack or something. You got the harder ones. Really looking forward to using this today. For $5, this was my deal, and I can't wait to give it a try. That's my tip of the day. All right, my next hole looks to be a nice musket ball. Not perfectly round, so I'm guessing it's been fired. Didn't hit anything too hard though. It's still mostly round. Still got its patina, nice and heavy. Lead musket ball. Always love finding these. Hopefully we'll find something better soon. Or hopefully Bill, way down the other side of the field now, is finding something better now. I am up in the far corner now, where at one point on the map it looked for at least a little while there was a building. We couldn't tell if it was a house or what it was. But over here it seems like this might have been a garbage dump. Finding a lot of pottery and old glass. Some really interesting stuff. Haven't got any good signals yet, but I think I'm going to hunt around here for a while, see what turns up. Either way, this is some nice old cool stuff. Like it.
Alright, we've been here at Real Field again, and I've been out here, I don't know, maybe for about an hour or so, swinging around, really not getting anything. A little bit of iron here or there, but coming up here and hitting another area that I haven't been on yet, up closer to the wood line in the corner. Got Chris over here, he's swinging on the edge of the road coming up. Mike, he's still way down by the truck, coming across this back row here. Got a nice quarter signal, and I did dig a nice quarter, but it looks like it might be a silver Washington. It would have been nice if it was a silver seeded quarter, but I'll look at the date on that, and gosh, everything I'm rubbing here just rubs more mud on a date. Looks like it's 1939. I don't know. I don't have my glasses on, but I'll put you somewhere in here. Hopefully you can see the date on it, but definitely a silver Washington quarter. So hopefully, you know, we've been pulling 1700s coins out of here, so hopefully there's some big old 1700s silver, because if all the people that have been on this field before missed this quarter, then hopefully they missed some of the older ones. Alright, we'll be back at you.
Well, I didn't find too much over in the corner there, other than the pottery. So I'm over here now, and my next hole looks to be a bale seal. Can't quite read what's on it. Give me a second to clean it off. Use my new brush, and let's see what it says. Well, I can't make it all out, but it says L&W on the top. There's a 2 in the middle, almost like a dollar sign, $2. And the letter R and another letter I can't make out at the bottom. And there is some writing, very small, on this side, but I can't make any of that out. Either way, very cool. Love the old bale seals. I don't find enough of them. Maybe there's some more around here. Well, it looks like Chris is way across the field there. Bill is way by the tree line there, and Chris is going to be so jealous when he sees this. Of course, he'd even be more jealous if it was intact, but he loves his Pop-Tops. I'll have to rub it in when I see him next.
All right, I'm back at you. Still on that back roll there, where I found that quarter. I kind of cheated a little bit here. I dug the hole and I popped this out of the hole because I was jumping around a little bit on the signal, and I thought it was a piece of crap that I pulled out of the ground, but actually it's a hell of a lot better than crap. It's looks like an old, I don't know if it's a War of 1812 button. It's Excelsior, but it says Excelsior on it, has an eagle on it. I don't know if you could see that on the camera. This thing with this camera doesn't zoom in that well, but beautiful button. Silver on the back, has all the words on the back. Gonna have to look that up in a book and find out what it is, and then we'll get back to everybody and let them know exactly what it is. If anybody has any ideas, knows what it is, please post it in the comments. But definitely a cool button, and gonna stay right back here, and you know, hopefully this area they haven't really detected a whole lot back here. Mike's over here. Chris, I don't know, you probably can't even see Chris. He's way over there working the wood line over there, down more towards the road by the truck. But I think I'm gonna let those guys know, and they're not really finding anything, have them come up here and try to get some of this out. All right, back at you. Some more neat chunks of pottery, but I'm not finding much over here other than that Pop-Top I just dug. Chris is way over there, and Bill, way by the tree line, just texted that we need to get over there, so I'm gonna make my way over there. Whatever he's finding has to be better than that. All right, like I said, Bill just texted, come over here, so I made a run. We're over here. What's going on? Dug this button. I think it's a War of 1812 button, and it says Excelsior on the front, has an eagle on it. The back's beautiful condition. Has all the silver. Crap, that is a gorgeous button. Has all the silver on the back, all the writing on it. Oh, I think there's an old house site right in here, because getting a lot of iron signals, digging some old, you know, farm parts and stuff like that from an old house. So there was definitely something right in here. Not too far from where I found that silver quarter a little while ago. And that's one of the nicest buttons I found. What kind of silver quarter did you find? Washington. Washington. Hey, yeah. Silver. That's it. So all right, we got to get Christopher over here. He never got the text either, but yeah, beautiful. Either that button. Or I thought it was a seeded quarter when I first started. Well, that's what when you first gave it to me, when you first showed it to me, that was what I thought too. I was looking at that, and yeah, I was saying that's seeded. That's not a button, but yeah, but that's beautiful. It's absolutely a button. Yeah, beautiful. I believe it's a War of 1812 button. It definitely not a Revolutionary War button, and definitely not anything older, but I think it's right around 1812. So well, so far I think that's the find of the day, but let's see if we can find something even better. Yep. All right, Chris is coming over to join us. Is this the one you just bought on Amazon last week? Oh, right, there's an old house right over here. Finding pottery. That's what I was telling you. Oh, I thought it was a seeded quarter when I first started getting it out of the ground. Isn't that a beautiful button?
That is cool. It's a New York button. The back's nice too.
Oh yeah.
It's a New York button. Silver. Silver surfaced. That is cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely Rev War or 1812.
Yeah.
Probably 1812, but
yeah,
they came up through here for the Rev though, for the Battle of Ruskin.
Yeah. Did New York have Excelsior back during the Revolutionary War?
No. Oh no, they wouldn't, would they?
No, not then. It's got to be 1812. Because like in the 60s and stuff, they had two-piece buttons. They didn't have the flat buttons, so it's got to be like 1812. But there's chunks of brick, there's pottery in here.
That's what I told you last time we were here.
If you get on the other side, that's where you're getting all that lead. But
I got all the lead back right where we are.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I went down to about even with the car, and then I started coming back up, and that's where I hit the button. And I really haven't done that much up here. So I figured just hit around up in here, but there's tons of signals over in here, a lot of iron. There was definitely something up in here, and this is right in line with that hill where we've been finding all the coins over in here. So
That's what I was telling when Dave was with us. He was telling me there was a house in here,
yeah,
but I got so sick of digging lead that.
yeah,
All right, well, let's get back to it, boys.
yeah. I think we just fire off around up in here and hit this really hard.
That's one of the nicest buttons I've seen found up here.
That is freaking sweet.
It's one of the nicest buttons I've seen anywhere.
I was excited when I
that's what I
thought it
mean
was a
in New
seated
York.
quarter, and then when I saw it was that button, I'm like, holy crap. You know, couldn't believe it.
Got Mike digging along over there, Bill digging along over here. Somewhere over here is where he found that War of 1812 button. I've had nothing but bad signals all day. I finally got something semi-decent, a little pistol bullet. And it's only decent because it's old, has a patina on it. But it's the first real signal I've had. We've been here about 2 hours now. Alright. Well, I just popped out. Looks to be a silver. I'm not sure what it is yet. I haven't picked it up. Just popped out right over here. Let's find out what it is. Maybe it's my first real ever. Those guys both found reals. Or half real. I see something on it. I can't tell what it is. And I don't have any water with me. So I'm going to shut you off for a second and turn you right back in. Because I know Bill has some posse juice with him. So I'm going to go see if he can spray it for me. Be right back at you. So Bill did have the juice. Washed it off. Maybe you could tell before we washed it, but it's an 1862 seated. That's not my first Riel. I got excited for nothing. But still, can't complain about a seated, can you?
Absolutely not.
Alright, I'm finally on the board with these guys.
Yep. That's a bucket lister for Mike, so hopefully he'll get a seated dime next.
He hasn't found one yet?
He hasn't found anything seated yet. So he's over there digging right now. Hopefully that's going to be a seated.
Oh, maybe it will be.
Well, apparently it's not all silver coins and buttons over here. There's also horseshoes. Unfortunately, this is only half a horseshoe. I like them a lot better when you find them whole, but still, it's more proof that there's a lot of activity here back in the day.
Not quite sure what I have yet, but it's ringing as a solid 93, and it's pretty deep. It's at the bottom of the plug. It's right about here. It's probably junk, but I thought I'd do a semi-live dig just because it's so deep and ringing 93. Oh, there it is, and not sure what it is. Not sure if that's, I don't see a place for a shank. Looks a little big to be a coin. Might be a token of some kind. I don't know why it was ringing up as silver though. Maybe because it's so large. Alright, let me see if I can clean it off here a little bit. It's kind of heavy though. I see oh yeah, actually it says 1 cent on it. I don't know if you can read that or not. It's small lettering, 1 cent. It has a nice wreath. And I do see a bust on it. And just like Civil War bullets, Bill's better on this coin thing than I am too. I find him, he looks at him, tells me what it is, and I don't know, I'll go find him. He's kind of far off right now. But I'll get back to you with it once I clean it off. He'll be able to tell us what it is. Some kind of large scent though. Is it a braided hair maybe? I don't know. Somebody out there tell me before Bill does. You have to hurry though, because I'm going to see him in about 5 minutes.
And then there's a hair tie in the back. No, that's not it. There's definitely, she's got her hair tied in a hair
Like
tie.
that? I mean, that's the Liberty cap. You got that big, huge bow.
Yep.
In the back.
No, I don't think it's a huge bow. It does look like a bow though. Where is it?
Because those are the only ones that film right. The draped and the...
Yeah. No, it's not a huge bow.
So I think it's a draped.
It's a drape.
Draped scent.
Draped, yeah.
And that starts in 1796, so...
Maybe it was 1797 I saw. And that's,
yeah, 1796 to 1807.
that is sweet.
Well, it was better than I could do. I couldn't even see a date on it at all.
Yeah, you could see her perfectly. Yeah, no, she doesn't have that big hair tie, so it's definitely a drape bust. You can see her boobs coming out. And you could probably clean that up a little bit better later on to get that date better. 'Cause the
You said
date's
boobs.
definitely there. But she definitely has the hair tie there, but not that one that goes up.
That back is
But
gorgeous.
the back is beautiful.
All right, I still got to find my first coin. Let me see that magnifying glass. I want to see if I can see a date.
There's some bucket listers today.
I still like your button the best though.
Wow. Well, that's a bucket
Yeah.
lister for me.
Super cool. Actually,
Mike's got to get his seated. We
anything.
definitely got to get Micah seated.
It's right over there, but he hasn't been over there
The
yet.
bottom pushes up.
All right.
All right, it's not nothing too exciting, but that area where I dug that button, I just dug a poncho grommet. Oh, it's kind of goes with the military theme. So I'll snoop around here and see what else we could get.
Alright, I got another silver about dime size. With the sun out, I can't tell if it's on the camera or not. If it's not, I apologize. But Bill's close by, so he can get his posse juice over here. We'll see what it is. Looks like another dime. Yeah, looks like it says one dime on it. Looks like another seeded, maybe. Need the juice.
Silver bandit.
Looks like another seeded.
Fire department's over there filling up with water across the street. They've been back and forth. Yeah, definitely one dime.
Yeah.
Looks like a mid mark on it too.
What you got?
Maybe another seeded.
Yeah, it's seated.
Oh yeah.
Still can't tell.
I think I see the base of this seat there.
No, it actually looks like a barber.
Huh. They're not bad, no
Or,
dime.
or maybe a seeded, I can't tell.
I think it's a seated. There's a magnifying glass.
Good idea, that might help me.
I think you had a.
No, it's a barber.
Is it a barber?
1910. Oh well, but still,
Barber right now.
another silver.
Absolutely. That's not too far where we found the other two.
Gotta say, this one had me a little excited. It rang up really good. It's a little handle, looks like to an old water spigot. It's probably copper because it's so green. Cool little guy though. He's going in the trash, but still a cool little guy. Oh well, I'll see you on the next. Well, it seems like I'm going newer and newer and newer. It's a Wheatie, 1944. So it's a war Wheatie. Nice and green. When I first saw it, I thought it was an Indian because it was so green. Still a pretty coin and still a coin. I think Mike's still looking for his first coin for today. I know how that is because not the last time we were here, but the time before that, I went all day without finding a coin. And then the last time, I think it was all clad that I found, so.
Well, looks like my second musket ball of the day. This one's smaller than the last one. Also flattened. Looks like it hit something pretty hard. But two musket ball kind of day so far. Hopefully I can find one of these coins Chris and Bill keep getting.
Well, I found my first button of the day, little guy, full shank. And as some would say, it has morning shank. And I found my first button very close to the truck. Been all the way out through the field. Bill's way over there. No idea where Mike is. He's probably over that hill right there. But other than Bill's War of 1812 button, there's been no buttons found that I know of. It's the first button I've found, though. And it's right next to the truck.
Alright, I haven't really dug anything in a while, and just dug this wee little button. That's a very, very, very small button. And Chris has been the coin guy today. But I did get that really nice, I think, War of 18. This is just a real little plain old flat button. Alright, well, on to the next.
Found the button right there, so close to the truck. Just found a giant J-hook. It's off a Confederate soldier's knapsack. A giant knapsack. Huge, huge J-hook. Or some kind of hook. I don't know what it is, but sure looks like a J-hook, doesn't it? That's what I'm going to call it.
All right, well, we're back at the van. It's after 5 o'clock. We've been out for about 7 hours. Time to call it a night and do a wrap-up. I probably found the least. I got the half a horseshoe. Made Chris envious with my pull tab there. It's not intact.
That.
Yeah, it's not intact, but at least I got one.
It's a silver edition.
You got everything else. And pretty much I got the lead out. Just everything here is lead. A couple musket balls, a bale seal, not sure what those are, but a lot of lead today. And I even have a lot of lead that went in the junk pile too. Well, let's see what the better people got.
Alrighty. We'll let Bill go last because he had the find of the day. I'm going to go backwards, kind of. Got the giant J-hook about 2 minutes ago. Then I got that nice little flat button.
It's a big sword hanger.
About 4 minutes ago. Kind of looks like a sword hanger, doesn't it?
It does.
It does.
It's a hell of a big sword.
And going backwards, I got the grommet. Little tiny grommet. I don't see theirs, but I'm showing mine off. I got the water spigot handle. Now I'm going to go from the beginning, because I went for 2 hours without finding anything, and then this is my first find. It's an old bullet, nice patina on it, a little pistol bullet. Then I got the Weedy, which was 1944. I can't see which is which. I think that's the Barber. It was 1901. And that's the seated dime, I think. That was 1862.
If it's 1862, it's definitely seated.
And the large cent, would you say it was a drape bust? And that,
so, yeah.
I think, is 1801. I think that's the date I see on it. Alright, we're going to go with Bill now because he got the find of the day.
Alright, I'll go backwards also. Got a couple little small buttons up here. And for the people with XP Deus that worry about frequency and what frequency you need to be in and everything, that they say higher frequencies find little small things. Well, Chris found that little small grommet. I found one too, and I dropped it. Couldn't find it. It was so small. And those little buttons, and we're in 11 kilohertz. So yeah, that's it. And Chris is saying put it in a high frequency, and I would have found it, but I wasn't gonna really go crazy with it because I knew what it was. But
grommet after grommet
finding
with the
those
Garrett.
little small grommets and those little small buttons like that, you know, really doesn't matter. But then I found a bigger grommet, another flat button, and I found I believe it's a 1950 or 53, 1950 Washington silver quarter, and then this is going to be turning out, I believe, the find of the day. And I believe it's a War of 1812 Excelsior button from New York State. If people don't know what Excelsior is, I hope I have that.
I think you have it upside down.
I probably do have that upside down. I think I do. Now it's
But he
Whether it's
watches
upside down.
Stan Lee on Marvel Comics knows Excelsior.
But
Whether it's upside down or right side up, it's beautiful.
yep, and the back is nice silver wash on it. It has all the lettering on it still. And I'm gonna get home and look that up to see if that is indeed what that is. War of 1812 Excelsior button. Anybody knows exactly what it is, go ahead and leave a comment. We're glad to hear from you. And that's my finds.
All right, we are going to celebrate Bill's Excelsior button with a New York beer.
And a golf clap.
Yep. And Chris's Drape Bust large scent in perfect condition with the front and the back.
So we're celebrating with Brooklyn Lager.
You didn't even have a couple.
I haven't even opened my beer and I'm slurring already. It's a hoppy amber lager. I can't read either. From Brooklyn brand lager.
Either way, hopefully it's going to be a good beer.
There's actually a hop farm right over here.
And that is a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Like it.
New York City.
Hoppy.
That's pretty good. It is hoppy.
It is hoppy.
That's why it's green. Like a frog.
Yeah.
Good day.